So we're going to cover a heel exercise where your dog walks beside you. So the rules for this are, if your dog is trailing a little too far behind, you'll speed up in your step. That'll get your dog to speed up. If your dog goes up ahead, you're going to take a slow step, and then you're going to do a little bit of a tug on the line to get him to slow down or stop, and then you can continue on with your fast step where your dog follows in behind you. If your dog goes left, you'll step right. If your dog goes in behind you, you're going to step left and give a little bit of a hip twist, and that'll help get the dog back into position again, in which you can continue on walking. So I'm just going to demonstrate with Enzo here how we're going to walk around and teach him to stay in the heel position. All of this is just practice. It's building habit. You're much better off to exercise your dog before doing this exercise so that you're just dealing with your dog and not all the energy that they have too. All right, bud. So again, Enzo here, he's 4 years old now. He's not as excited as a puppy is. If you're working with a puppy, you might have to spend a lot more time just on leash manners, where you're just practicing getting your dog back to you and teaching them just to kind of hang around you on a loose leash. If you've got a really excited dog, you might have to spend quite a while exercising them before practicing this. I do not recommend trying to take your dog for a walk to exercise them. If you have to, what I would do is use the anti-pull harness so that it's just connected right into the chest by the dog, and then you're not really going to associate walking with your loose leash practicing, because by connecting to the chest it's going to feel different enough to your dog than it does by hooking onto a collar or a training collar that you're going to use for your dog. So keys are exercise your dog a lot so that they're naturally more able to stay beside you. If you want to transition, and a lot of people will say my dog walks very well when they're tired. So say for example it takes you 20 minutes of exercise to tire your dog out for them to walk well. Well, what you can do is for the first week, take your dog, exercise them for 20 minutes, practice walking, build up that habit of staying exactly where you want them. Then the next week, exercise your dog for 15 minutes. Then from there, go and practice your loose leash walking. Your dog's got a little bit more energy, but they're still learning to control it and that the same rules apply. The week after that, you can exercise your dog for 10 minutes. Then come back, loose leash walk your dog. Again, you're slowly transitioning into more energy and teaching your dog that the same rules apply. The week after that, you can do 5 minutes of exercise, and then of course the week after that, you can try no exercise and then just going for a loose leash walk. Of course, you're still going to have to exercise your dog some way or another. A tired dog is a good dog. Typically, most of the problems that result from any behavioral problems are a lack of exercise. So proper exercise is really going to help your dog. Again, you're best to stay away from dog parks where there's lots of dogs around, because you just don't know what those other dogs are like. I tell people, if you've got kids, you're not going to always take them to a place where you might have a big open area, there's lots of kids in there. Some of those kids are going to be good, maybe some of them are drug dealers and gang members. You're not going to let your kids just go and associate with anybody, and you should treat your dog the same way. With him, Enzo used to be a very, very calm, submissive dog until he kept getting attacked by other dogs, and now he's learned to use a little bit of aggression to control other dogs. He's good as long as the dog approaches him nicely, but if a dog comes running up to him, he's going to tune that dog in pretty quickly. If the other dog doesn't like that, that's where you can have fights that start.